Assalamu alaikum. I know there's a one thing that keeps you up at night. Okay. I don't know about you because I know thousands of people are worried about the one thing. What will happen to my next job? What's going to happen on this job? Oh, I have to get up early in the morning to work with the same boss, which you really like him, the quote unquote, and you don't have a job for a few years and you're under financial stress. You know what I'm talking about is your financial freedom you're trying to think about it. Okay. However, that's worry stops every week at 9 a.m. Atlanta time and 7 p.m. and Pakistani time. Why? Because we have no other than Jewel Bracy Demoya from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She comes with us to teach us how to actually do the job search the right way. She is the job hunter champion. Don't take my word. She has helped so many people like you all around the world. So she can also help you as well. Okay. And she is doing this as a public service. So that way she can giving back as a creating an impact in your life, even though you never met with her. You were meeting is virtually trying to help you. So please join me to welcome Jewel. Before Jewel come, let me say this. We have covered already. If you want to have any question how to write a better resume, effective resume, she already has done it. We are not answering job resume questions today. And now you want to know how I write a cover letter? We have done that too already. Go and search and watch that one. She has given a step by step. Even the idiot person like me can write an effective cover letter by following those steps. My English sucks. Okay, let me use this word. English sucks. And if I write in English the right way in my abilities, I will get 30% marks, which is a failing marks everywhere. However, after going through that, the instructions he gave us together, me and you, I can probably write a very good, effective cover letter and the resume following that method. It was so effective, almost like a surgical strike. And it's a different focus of your mind, how you need to focus on. Instead of me boring, oh, I'm a social media manager. They want to know the impact what you created for the company. Is that right, Jill? I'm a good student for this. I'm repeating what you taught me. Is that right?
You have learned well since we've been doing this show together. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you so much. In fact, people ask why you bring the guests. I bring them for my own selfish reason because I want to learn myself. I'm a student for life. Life means learning is forever. Let's join together. Please go ahead and share it on your profile. Why? Because this is effective and you're helping your friend, yourself and your friend together to make it. LinkedIn is after a resume and a cover letter. LinkedIn is the next thing you need to focus on. Okay. Today we are only covering LinkedIn. Absolutely LinkedIn. If you're not on LinkedIn, right after this, the first thing you need to do once this Facebook Live is over, live or replay, does not matter. The moment you need to sign up for LinkedIn. I don't know how to sign up. It's free. LinkedIn.com. Just get the profile and then follow these steps. Make it effective because if you're not getting a job, that's one of the reasons you are not on LinkedIn. Okay. That's number one. Number two, if you are on LinkedIn, you're not getting the attraction, watch this and implement everything what she is going to say and more. Why? Because that's why between just being on a LinkedIn and getting attraction from recruiters or, your hiring managers or whoever that is, that will help you to do that. Because I learned this on many years ago. LinkedIn, I have generated millions of dollars from LinkedIn. I'm just telling you why, because effectiveness of the LinkedIn. If you see the one gold mine sitting on internet somewhere, hint, it's not a Facebook, it's a LinkedIn. Okay. So without further delay, Jewel, welcome. Please, first of all, we really, really appreciate your being a public service to our people all around the world. This is for Pakistanis. And because now we speak English, now you really helping humanity almost to bring, connect to them with the opportunities. So the people who are joining us today, first time, just give a 30-second why someone should need to learn LinkedIn from you.
Oh, it's so important because LinkedIn and your resume are two sides of the same coin. Okay. So they go hand in hand. You want to have a nice resume. You want to have a strong LinkedIn. And the way you want to think about it is your resume is you putting effort out there. Your resume gets to wherever you put it, but you have to put it there. So if you email it to somebody, that's you making the effort. If you post it on a job board, that's you making the effort. A lot of people may see it on the job board, but still you have to put it there in order for anybody to see anything. Now, LinkedIn is the opposite. What you need to do is have a strong presence on LinkedIn, but then people come to you. And you're not even going to know all the people who come to you. You're not going to necessarily know who they are, but what they're doing is they're searching. And what you want to have happen with LinkedIn, you want to have it set up in such a way so when they do a search for someone with your qualifications, you actually appear in the search. LinkedIn search is very similar to Google search. So we all know how Google search works, right? You have to put in your keywords and then a person comes up. LinkedIn is that way. So the resume you push out there, LinkedIn, you pull the people to you. That's going to be why LinkedIn is so critically important to get right.
Oh, you are so laser focused. I use the right words basically. So I was using a laser focus. You put it right. So for someone who says, what is LinkedIn? What is a LinkedIn? They may not even know what the LinkedIn means because we are running this Facebook Live. They never went to a LinkedIn. Why? Because there's a 4-time traffic difference, 2 billion people versus 500 million people on LinkedIn. So what is a LinkedIn by definition? What is it?
LinkedIn is social media, and we're all on social media right now. So what's important to remember about LinkedIn, LinkedIn is the best social media platform for job search. Twitter is going to be number 2. Facebook is number 3. Facebook is very social. Your friends, your family, you may have different things you can learn, like the show that you and I are doing right now, but primarily it's social. You see a lot of memes, you see a lot of jokes, things like that. Well, on LinkedIn, there's really not any of that. LinkedIn is where you go to professionally network. It's where you go to build your business. It's where you go to find contacts. But one of the mistakes that I see job seekers making is hey, this is still social media. You can relax a little bit. You can comment on somebody's post on LinkedIn the same way that you comment here. You can put up an inspirational quote, like everything doesn't have to be about work. Everything doesn't have to be about industry. The same way you see an inspirational quote, say on a Friday or a Monday, maybe a spiritual quote, something like that. You can have those things on LinkedIn too. So what I don't want to see job seekers do is be so robotic and so businesslike on LinkedIn that you forget that it's social. You still want to act like a human being. You still want to make friends. Those are all perfectly appropriate uses of LinkedIn. LinkedIn, to define what it is definitely where you go so that the people relevant to you can find you. It is where you go so that the people who are in a position to hire you can find you. And
do you have an internet issue? We cannot hear you well. Jewel, you have an internet issue. We cannot hear you well. Your Wi-Fi is weak. I cannot hear you well.
It says it's still on, and I can hear you perfect.
Yeah, but now I can hear you. There was something happened before. Okay, now it's good. Okay, good.
Okay.
What you done? Can you repeat a little bit LinkedIn again, because it was like a choppy?
Yeah, absolutely. LinkedIn is social media, and we all know what social media is because we're on social media right now. So the difference with Facebook is that Facebook is very social. We play games here, we have memes, we have jokes, we have family, we have friends, all of that. On LinkedIn, it's social, but it's more business-like. LinkedIn is where you want to go so that people who can hire you are able to find you. LinkedIn is the place where employers go to search for job candidates. So it's more business-like in that regard. Just a quote, that's certainly fine. You can go ahead and comment on somebody's story. Even if you don't know the person personally, that's okay. LinkedIn is a place to be social, and it's also a place to position yourself so that the employers can find you and can hire you. That's what LinkedIn is for.
Oh, thank you. It's a great. No, because now let's get to the next question. That's what everyone has been waiting for. And here you go. How do candidates, job search candidates, typically get started with LinkedIn on a step-by-step basis?
Okay. Very first step, once you set up your account, put a picture on there. It's the mistakes that I see job seekers making. Just like I finished talking about how this is social media, right? People want to see who you are. On Facebook, you have your picture. Pretty much 99.9% of Facebook users have not only their profile picture up, but we have all kinds of pictures and everything like that, because Facebook is social. LinkedIn, the exact same way. Make sure as soon as you open your account that you put your picture up there. One thing that I say is that LinkedIn is like a dating website is that you can think of. If you're on a dating website and you don't have your picture, chances are people are not going to reach out to you because they want to see who you are. They want to see what you look like. It's the same thing on LinkedIn. So don't hide, don't do any of that. Just put up your picture. Now, the other thing that I would say about that is sometimes job seekers feel pressure, like, oh, I have to go get this professional picture, or, oh, I have to be, wearing my suit. You don't have to wear your suit. You don't have to wear your fancy dress. Go outside, take a cell phone picture. You can do it of yourself, or you can have another adult or teenager take your picture, but get it on there. It's critically important. That's going to be the first step, number one thing that I want to see job seekers do as soon as you open the LinkedIn account.
Wonderful. So what are the any strategies, like some top rules what we should follow to make a LinkedIn profile better, so that way our prospective employer or recruiter is like going after us instead of we are trying to outreach to other people, spam them. I'm using the word spam because when we just say, look at me, me, forget the me part. They come to you instead of you go to them. So what are those secrets? Yeah. Share with the top three, please. Top three.
Number one, make sure that you're actually talking to the employer or recruiter. And so when you write your summary of your profile, what you want to do is you can actually write in the profile itself, recruiters, employers, please contact me because I'm open to new opportunities. I mean, you want to give people a call to action. And actually, let me explain what that is, because, you and I and business people, we know what a call to action is. Job seekers may not know. A call to action means that you want to prompt the person who's reading your LinkedIn profile to actually do something. You want to prompt them to take some particular action. And the action that you want them to take, you definitely want them to call you about a job. So you can definitely say right there in your profile, recruiters, employers, most definitely reach out to me. That's going to be the second rule of having a successful LinkedIn profile. And then let me give you the third rule. Make sure that you are easy to contact. One thing about LinkedIn is that it can present a few barriers to contacting people. You have to write an in-mail, and then you only get a certain number of in-mails per month, and read the in-mail and all of that type of thing. With the candidates that I support in their job search, what I do right there in their profile, I put their name, the main thing that they do. So for example, if they're a sales manager, it'll say sales manager. I put their email address right there, and I put their phone number right there. The reason for this is when the recruiter or an employer does a search on LinkedIn, what they see is your headline. So they see your name and then whatever headline you write. And then immediately under that, they see all your contact information. It's right there. They don't even have to click on your profile in order to see it. This makes a difference. You don't want to have the people who can hire you, the people who can give you a job. You don't want to have barriers to them actually calling you. You don't want to have barriers to them actually reaching out to you. You want to make it as easy as possible for the person who's going to be your employer to actually call you. So put your phone number, put your email right there in the very first line of your LinkedIn summary.
Very good, very good. In fact, I need to follow these steps, by the way, because I used to have that one, and over a period of time I become lazy, so I have to hit myself now. See, thank you for the reminder. I'm just like, that's how we have bad habits we develop over the years, and we need a reminder because we cannot read a label from inside the jar, so someone outside read it. Thank you so much again. So, you know what? How can we speak for 5 hours every day? You know, why not? Because you gave me so much gem. So you're watching this. What did you learn so far from a LinkedIn profile? Come on, you're watching alone. Where are your friends? You don't want to help your friends to find a job. So please do share on your profile because sharing is caring. So you know, you have been doing this for so long. You already know the people, the students, the candidates, or the customers, the clients of yours. They have so many roadblocks they hit, typically prevent them to actually getting started. So what are those specific roadblocks when someone is working on their LinkedIn profile that get them, oh my God, like a shovel hit the head?
Yeah, it's, the things that keep people from getting started is they don't know what to write. So here's a suggestion. Start with your keywords. Let's say you're a sales manager. Now, actually, let me point out to you what keywords are and what keywords are not. So your keywords that I always see every single day from people's profiles on LinkedIn, somebody will say, I'm a motivated self-starter, dynamic sales manager, something like that. Well, motivated, self-starter, and dynamic, people think are keywords, but they're not. And here's how I want you to think of it. Put yourself in the recruiter's place. If the recruiter is sitting there doing a search, pretend it's a Google search, right? Because they search on LinkedIn the same way they search on Google. They're looking for sales manager. I'll use that as my example. The keywords they're putting in are sales manager. The keywords they're putting in are not motivated self-starter. What's a motivated self-starter? A motivated self-starter, that's not a job. Dynamic leader, that's not a job. So what you want to do is you want to put in the keywords that have to do with the job that you would actually be doing. The job that you would actually be doing is sales management, sales team leadership, territory development. These are the things that you would actually do. You don't want the fake keywords that have to do with who you say you are. You can say you're motivated. You can say you're passionate. That's another one that I see. As a matter of fact, there was a survey out recently that said passionate is the most overused keyword, quote unquote, keyword on LinkedIn because it's not a keyword. There's no recruiter who's looking for anybody who's passionate. No, they're looking for somebody who can do something. You do client relationship management. You drive revenue growth. Those are things that you do. So in order to get started on LinkedIn, the first thing that I want the job seeker to think of what it is you actually do on the job. Those are your keywords, and that's where you're going to start. That's going to be your step number 1.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much again. You make so easy for us to learn from you, Jewel. That's why we are a friend. Okay, so here are the roadblocks. You covered it. So now we need something easy. So how we can open those roadblocks? Okay, what are the specific strategies that are like keys to unlock the roadblock doors to achieve the wild success in their job search?
Oh, okay. I love making it easy for job seekers. You know what makes it really easy? Because, I don't want you sitting there pulling out your hair trying to think, oh, what are my keywords? I don't know. All the keywords are handed right there to you because guess what? They're in the ads. So if you are a sales manager and you're looking at 3 or 4 different ads for different sales management jobs, I promise you all the keywords are right there. It says right in there, revenue growth, territory management, client relationship management, lead generation. It says all those things right there. So what makes it so easy, it's not like you're staring at some blank computer screen on LinkedIn trying to figure out, okay, well, what am I going to put? No. All you have to do is look directly at the ads and pull the keywords out of the ads. Now, the other thing, just a little warning, all the ads will also say passionate, motivated, self-starter, dynamic. Okay, fine, but those aren't the keywords. Remember what I'm telling you, keywords have to do with what you do. They don't have to do with you being something. So as long as it's a keyword, and this can be for anything, sales management is an example. If you're in marketing, you, for example, do marketing campaign management, you do market planning, you do brand development. You see what I'm saying? These are all things that you do. All those things are right there in the ad. And so what I recommend that job seekers do, take 3 or 4 ads for jobs that you're interested in and just pull the keywords right from there. That makes it very, very easy. So you don't have to pull your hair out trying to think of what to write.
Thank you so much. How did you learn all this? You make look so easy everything, Jewel. Where did you learn it from? I'm trying to steal your code now because I'm a Pakistani. I want to duplicate what you do.
I learned it from making a lot of mistakes a long time ago when LinkedIn, I call it when LinkedIn was born. So it was 12 years ago. And, I'll tell everybody a story. When I myself had first joined LinkedIn, I wrote my profile and I thought my profile was great, right? Because I'm a writer. I'm a professional writer. I'm a resume writer. Of course, I can write my own LinkedIn profile, right? So I write the profile. I put it up there. I think it's fantastic. But you know what? Days are going by, weeks are going by. Nobody was calling me. And the thing that's important for job seekers is at one time, I was in the exact same position that you are right now, because we all want to put ourselves on LinkedIn and we're there for a purpose. We want somebody to call us. We want to be hired. So I know exactly how that feels. I wanted to get hired too. I wanted to get hired to be somebody's resume writer. So I'm on LinkedIn and it's weeks, it's a couple of months, can't figure out what's happening. So I finally decide to search for myself. And so my keywords are resume writer. Like your keywords will be sales manager or market manager or something different. But my keywords were resume writer. So I put in resume writer and I'm looking at the search results and it's page after page. I said, what's going on? And remember, it's just like a Google search. So in Google, you're not going down page after page after page. If you're not on the first or second page, like you're nowhere, right?
Yeah.
So this was so bad. I was on page 72 of LinkedIn, which is awful because, if you need somebody on Google, you're not going to page 72. And so how did I learn this stuff? I learned by failing very, very badly. And then, step by step, I learned what to do to improve. And then I got myself up in the rankings, and every single thing I did, I can apply to job seekers because I had the same goal. So the things that I'm telling you now are so you don't have to waste months and months like I did. I did that 12 years ago, but now I know the lessons, and that's why I give job seekers the lessons now. You can build your LinkedIn profile in a day. It took me 5 months, but you can do it in a day because I already made all the mistakes for you. I already learned everything for you. And then I come to your show and I tell people, what to do, skip the wrong stuff and do the right stuff.
Wonderful, wonderful. If you are looking for a job or you need help in getting a job and you want to get access to all the previous training, uh, our guest Jewel has done it as a public service. What you need to do is just write one word, JOB here, right here underneath. And what's going to happen next? We will send you an automated message, not me, not even my team, because everyone looking for the same information. It doesn't make sense copy pasting whole day and trying to hurt your fingers whole day. So we have the automated system, 100%. Okay, so I'm being very authentic now. So we will send you automated message in your messenger, not anywhere else. We're not emailing you. We are not texting you. We are going to send you in messenger to notify for the next job thing. And plus, you can get all the training and any future coming to. We may even decide to remind you based on how you actually look at everything. So there are a number of questions are coming. Are you ready? There, yes. Great question, yes. People.
Yes.
Okay, let's go for the question. Or let's say here is someone is saying this may not be relevant. However, it's a good idea to put it here anyway. Abdul Zahir is saying, how can we help our parents to make them happy from us? So here is the question for you. Let me rewrite the question for you. How do you make your parents happy with you? That's probably will answer their question. So,
oh my goodness, I think I do the things that they expect. I'm an adult. Everybody on this show is an adult. And what do our parents want from us? They want us to live good lives. They want us to have good jobs. They want us to take care of our families. And, it's actually it's so important that this question came up, because one of the things I emphasize to the candidates I work with, yes, I'm happy to take care of your resume. Yes, I'm happy to take care of your profile. Okay, fine. But this is about your life. You think it's about your job initially because you're trying to get a job, next week, next month, things like that. I understand that. But with my candidates that I work with privately, I talk to them about landing the jobs that they love, not just any job, landing a job that you actually love, because that makes a difference in your life. That makes a difference in your household. It makes a difference in your family. Your parents want you to have a happy life. You can do that when you have the correct job, correct amount of money, correct household, everything. So these things that we talk about every week, the resume, the cover letter, LinkedIn, they're steps along the way so that you can have a good job, a happy household, a happy life, happy family, and parents who are pleased with what you're doing as an adult in your life.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. So not only a job search coach, you are a life coach as well. Let me tell you that part, okay? Yeah. That's additional title. You are welcome to use it if you like to. So, so Abdul Zahir says, welcome, Jules. So now someone doesn't even look like you. They are welcoming you. So there's some big change happening here. So, and he says, I hope I will do a live show with you, inshallah. Like inshallah mean God's willing. So, and okay. So Ali Kamal says, nice work. So someone is appreciating your work. You can tell whoever is saying, why you spend an hour with Sadiq, mention this. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Here's a great question from someone. Rana Usman says, sir, I am a manager at a hotel and want to get a job in real estate industry in Dubai. He is a manager at a hotel, like hospitality industry in Pakistan, because he didn't write it, I can tell, by reading it. And he want to kind of move to a Dubai and the real estate industry, from hospitality to real estate industry, like a transition. But, every real question starts always after a but. Before that is just a frame. I don't know how can I get a real estate job in Dubai, and how LinkedIn helped me to get getting a dream job. So there's probably 2-3-fold question. So go for it.
Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to first think about your keywords. So you have experience in hospitality with hotels, okay? There are some keywords, and the other way you can think about this is there are some transferable skills. What are the skills that you already have from your hospitality work that would apply to real estate? And so, for example, you're a manager at a hotel. So management, property management, for example, may be one of those transferable skills because you're trying to go into real estate. And so I just pulled that one right off the top of my head. You know the details of your job, number one. And then the second step there is you have to read the ads for real estate jobs in Dubai. And remember what I said, pull the keywords out of those ads. And I'm pretty certain that when you look at the ads for real estate in Dubai, there are several keywords in there that you already know how to do. So the very first thing you're going to do is take those keywords that are already in your experience and apply those, the relevant ones, to the real estate job that you want to get. I would recommend that you use those keywords as the foundation of your LinkedIn profile, because the important thing with having the right keywords is that the employer and the recruiter, they search by keywords. So they're going to put in, for example, real estate management, property management. And when you have those keywords in your profile, you appear in the search. So yes, go through your existing experience, look at the ads for the real estate job, find out what matches, and then use those keywords as the foundation of your profile. That's going to be the start of you landing a job through LinkedIn.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You made it so easy again. So engineer Muhammad Isa says, is LinkedIn preferred by job offers without knowing a job seeker?
Yes. So you're not going to know anybody on LinkedIn. The only people I know personally on LinkedIn are, my something. So that might be 50 people, that might be 100 people. That's true for everybody. I mean, how many people do you really know? However, I have 8,000 LinkedIn connections. I have one candidate who I'm supporting who has 20,000 LinkedIn connections. There are some very big people on LinkedIn who have 30, 40,000 LinkedIn connections, but there is no human being, not even the head of a country. You don't know 40,000 people, you just don't. So LinkedIn is a virtual network. Nobody is expecting that you know these people, in real life on earth. Nobody has that expectation. So the person offering the job doesn't know the job seeker. That's normal. That's expected. And LinkedIn is a way to open up your network, because if the only way you were able to find a job was going to be through people you already knew, that's kind of your problem, not you specifically, but that's everybody's problem in the first place. We don't know enough people. So you have to have LinkedIn open up your network. And that's perfectly fine if you don't know the person in real life. You can still network. You can definitely still get a job. That's okay.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. The next question is Ali Kamal. It says, what will be the best way to approach a company to hire through LinkedIn?
Oh, okay. What you want to do is research that company. So start by looking at their LinkedIn business page. The other thing I would strongly encourage you to do is use the internet to find out what's happening with that company. And you want to show that you know what the company is about. So you want to personalize your messages on LinkedIn. You want to indicate that you care about that particular organization. If your attitude or the tone of your message is, give me a job, I need a job, help me with a job, help my family with a job, unfortunately in this world, people don't care. That's not the message that you want to give, because it's too me focused. You have to be focused on the other person. And so you have to say, I'm very interested in your company, but you have to make that a real statement. You have to say why. You can't just say, hey, you have a nice company. What does that mean? You have to say, I looked you up and I see that you're about to release something I'm very interested in. I mean, you have to say something specific so that they know that you're interested in them. Let me go back to my earlier comment for a second. When you have that whole attitude of give me a job, help my family, all that, I never coach candidates to say that, number one. And number two, we all know that you want a job. We all know that. You don't have to write that. So, it's as obvious as writing the word resume on top of your resume. It's a resume. We know that already. So don't waste space writing that. So don't waste your message begging for a job. They know that you want a job. Instead, use that message to say, I'm very interested in your organization. My research showed me that you're doing X, Y, and Z. Can we speak? My skills are in sales and marketing, whatever it is you do. I was wondering if I could have an interview. I mean, you want to keep the message as simple as that, as short as that, and as specific as that. Show that you care about the company.
Thank you. I learned about research. My research show they think you actually invested a time getting to know them. That's how they are going to, in return, they are going to invest their time to find you who you are. Research is the keyword. Is that right?
Absolutely. And, so earlier I talked about how, to some degree, it's like a dating website. Like if you don't have the picture, nobody's going to call you for a date, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're on a dating website, you say, help me, go out with me, call me. The person would never call you because you're not showing that you're interested in that person. It's a similar concept here.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. All the people you answer the question, here's what they are saying. Engineer Muhammad Isa says, thank you for your kind guidance, Jewel. So, and then say, thank you for your kind guidance. Then Rana Asman said, thank you for your valuable advice, Jewel. So that made your day, and that made my day already on this one. Let's end with this one. The last question I have is, so now they learn and we answer some of their questions. What is the first physical action step you want them to take to get started with the LinkedIn?
Oh my goodness. I can only do one. I'm going to do it 3 in 1. Open the account, get your picture on there, get your keywords from the ad. That's it.
So 3 in 1. So get the picture. When you put a picture, please use these teeth.
Yes.
Okay. Open it up. You have it. Brush it first so they look good and then take a picture. Okay.
Yes.
Because don't be not a wanted person, okay? Don't be bring a smile because everyone is worried about their everything, okay? Even your boss is worried from his boss or her boss. So bring a smile. So it's a pleasant personality, inviting person. It's very important. If you don't know how to smile, fake it. Do it anyway, okay? Because it works every time. Jill, is that right?
Yes, absolutely. You want to be warm and approachable. You don't want to sit there like, I'm serious, I'm angry. No, you just want to be warm. That's all. Thank you
so much. Jill, as always, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us today on the behalf of Global Social Entrepreneurship Foundation and my entire community and team. We really, really appreciate you. As always, this is Mohammed Siddiq signing off from Atlanta, Georgia, wishing you good luck, good sales. And the next week, you are going to learn what?
Oh, we're going to talk about building your professional brand the right way. That's going to be very, very good. So I want your audience to make sure to come back.
Yeah, next week, because why they should hire you. Everybody has a LinkedIn profile and everyone has a resume and everyone has a good cover note because they all learned from Jewel already. So why they should hire you is based on a brand. If you don't know what the brand mean, let me tell you, this is probably a $10 shirt, maybe $20 shirt. I didn't buy it, so I can't give you the price. It's very cheap. I can tell you for sure. I do not even tell where I'm going to buy. Why? Because it does not have any brand. Look at it. There's nothing here. No logos of anything. However, people who buy a polo and all the big names spend $100, $70, and $80 shirt. And they proudly say, you know what? I'm wearing this polo shirt. Okay, and they spend 7, 8, 10 times more money and they are feeling good about it. That's the power of a brand. Why someone would hire you and they are proud of it and they pay you more too than everybody else. Why you? Why you is not, please, I need a job. That's not why me. Okay. Why you is a power of your brand, and that's what you're going to learn next week. So why can miss? There's no way. If you missed any one of the previous video and skipped through and just no, I already know that. Forget all that. But the last one is the most powerful one. It's about your brand, because the bigger the brand you have, you can command higher salaries, higher values, and higher relationships. And almost like virtually, I don't want to say use the word dictate, You can almost like dictate to your terms how you want to be employed. Let me tell you, I'm humble to share with you. I work with my clients on my terms, not on their terms ever. If they say, no, this is how, Sadiq, I pay you, or this is how you have to do, I say, I'm so sorry, I'm unemployable. You are talking to the wrong person. I'm not ready for that. Then they come back later and they pay me even more. Why? Because they take more time to decide to work with me. They pay me more because I know they're going to take more time when I'm actually going to work with them and implement it. That's a hint. It's the power of a brand, nothing else. Okay. I am the same average Joe like everybody else. So thank you so much with this one. Looking forward to the next session. Branding, and you're making it so powerful that your recruiter will almost like, crawl to get to you. Okay. That's what I'm telling you. Thank you so much. And I'm making a wonderful day.